wait and see. And if you don't need it, then don't worry about it. As far as the dosage goes with homeopathics, it's going to depend on how much weight you have to lose. For an example, if you want to lose between 10 to 30 pounds, you're going to start off with 15 drops 3 times a day. 31 to 60 pounds, it's like 18 drops 3 times a day, and it kind of goes up from there. It's not a one-size-fits-all for this, and it stands to reason, because if you've got 60 pounds to lose, you're going to need more support from these drops than you are for somebody who just has 20 pounds to lose. So dosage just depends on how much weight you need to lose. One bottle will last 2 to 2.5 weeks. That's a 2-ounce bottle. So if you've got to lose between 15 or so to 30 pounds or something like that with one protocol, you're going to need 2 bottles. Let's see, the average weight loss the first week is usually a little bit more. So, I mean, I've had people write and tell me that they've lost 5 pounds on the first day, and it's like, wow, that's so great, and it's so exciting and motivating. And then the second week comes and they're like, oh, I'm not losing as much, I'm only losing, a half a pound or a pound a day. But let me just tell you, that's the average. So after that first week is over, don't feel like things aren't going right. It's just getting back to, it's tapering off to a more normal, steady level. So half a pound to a pound a day is actually the average once you get past that first, 4 or 5 days or so. A lot of people have asked me, well, how do I know if it's the real thing? Let me tell you this. I mean, there's a lot of products out there, and quite honestly, I'm sure probably most of them work. The reason I love homeopathic so well is like I explained before, it works on a more natural level with the body because we are made of energy. It's a more natural interaction with the body. But if you want to know if something's working or not, here's the thing. If you were to do, because everybody will say, well, yeah, you can lose weight eating 500 calories. Well, yeah, you absolutely would. But let me tell you what would happen if you did. If you're just eating this diet and you're not using the HCG as support, here's what's going to happen. Your body is going to think that you're starving to death. And when you're not pregnant and you're starving to death, or you're eating few calories, the first thing the body wants to do is to hold on to that stored fat because it knows it's going to have to, slowly get rid of that nutrition later on. So it's going to hold on to that all at first because it's going to need that other stuff to feed you and keep you alive later on. So the first thing you're going to lose is muscle mass. Second thing you're going to lose is structural fat, and that's the fat that cushions your organs and stuff like that. Your blood sugar is going to plummet. You're going to get that weird kind of sweaty, shaky feeling that you get when you go too long without eating. You're going to get that by the time your body actually gets to the stored fat. You're already about to where you just can't stand it anymore. And that's why people that do the crash diets, they get to that point where they're like, I can't take it anymore, I'm starving, I've got to eat. And they end up eating and eating and eating because they're so starved. And that's when they gain the weight back, plus a little bit more. So when you're on this diet, it is by no means the easiest thing you're ever going to do. But you're not going to be starving. You're not going to be shaking and sweating because your blood sugar, has dropped. The blood sugar stays pretty level the whole time you're on the diet. You will recognize that your stomach is empty. You will feel that it's empty. You will miss the taste of foods. But don't misconstrue saying that you're starving on the diet think about it. It's become a habit, and it's the habit that we're missing. Of eating all the time, whether we're hungry or not, because if you really think about it, we don't even allow ourselves to get hungry anymore because it's just a habit to be eating all the time. What you get with the order is you're going to get all the information starting from day 1 all the way through to maintenance. Gives you all the maintenance information that you need. You're going to get over 100 recipes, and those are for the actual diet phase. That's when you're on the 500 calories. That's what the recipes are for. And then the food chart, because after the diet, you move into maintenance. And maintenance, the rule is eat what you want when you want, but no sugar, no starch. But that can be still kind of confusing because sometimes we don't know that something is a sugar or a starch. And so this list tells you, it has a list of just about every food you can think of, and then it says, yes, you can have it, no, you can't have it, or caution, which means you can have a little bit but not very often kind of thing. So it's really helpful, and maintenance is every bit as important as the diet. If you do this diet and you lose the weight and you're happy and you're like, I can't believe I can fit into my old clothes, and you're all excited and everything, and then you get kind of carried away or a little cocky about it, and then you don't follow through with maintenance, I guarantee you that weight is going to creep back on. So follow through with maintenance. That's really important to get locked in at this new weight, so when you're done, you don't have to worry about being on a diet for the rest of your life. You can still have those treats every now and then. I mean, you need to still try to eat more sensibly. You can't go back to old habits and expect the weight to stay off. But you still can have the treats every once in a while. The last thing I wanted to mention, I am so happy for everybody. I am so excited. The blog on the website, where you guys are finally not even just asking me questions, but you're starting to talk to each other. This has been so amazing. I've got a few before and after pictures. My husband and I are both on there, and then one of my customers is. I'm trying to get some more up there, but everybody has been so supportive of each other and inspiring, and it's just so great that they're giving updates and letting you know how they're doing. You can read about questions that they're asking and how I've answered them and stuff like that if you've got some other questions. But this is just really great that everybody is getting together. This is such a big deal because there's so much more involved here than just weight loss, you guys. It's changing how people feel about themselves, their self-esteem, which is in turn going to affect their jobs, their family interactions, their friend interactions. You know, we're teaching our kids, you know, that we're strong enough to do things and that they can be strong enough to do it too. We're changing the way we're feeding our kids. So, I mean, this really is much more than just being about, you know, the latest weight loss fad. It works, and it's really inspiring, and it's changing a lot of people's lives. So do great. If you have questions, the one reason that we have so many people on the blog having so much success, the product is great. The information is great. It's just about everything that you need, but when there's something that you still need beyond that, when you have questions, the support is here. I answer the phone all week long on Sundays too, so you know, anytime you need help or whatever, you can email or call me, and I'm here for you. So keep up the great work, everybody, and to all of you that are coming on board, good luck, and I wish you all the best. Thanks.